Well, today is a bit of a travel day. I left Oyster Point this morning and I'm going to visit New Bern. I'm actually in New Bern, or on the outskirts of New Bern, at the Martin Marietta Park, which is near a quarry. It used to be a quarry. And so I'm going to do a 3.2 mile hike around the lake, which used to be the quarry, and check things out. Fun fact, this town is supposedly the birthplace of Pepsi Cola, if you're a Pepsi drinker. Anyway, that's an aside. I'm going to go ahead and get hiking with Forrest and put in some miles. This is probably going to be the longest hike that I have tackled since injuring my foot, so hopefully it'll be a good day. You just park the van over there. There's a canoe and kayak area as well. And then the lake looks like it's over there. And I believe there's some trail map information over here by this parking area, so we're going to check that out before we start hiking. So here's some information about the park, which actually was just dedicated in March, so it's a brand new park. And I'm going to be doing the hike that is well, I can't decide, so I think we'll just walk and see where we end up. So I believe I read that most of the trail is going to be like this, flat and wide, easy walking, which will be good. I am finding that the sand, sometimes because it's not entirely stable, is a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm getting there. I'm doing really well, actually, all considered, so I cannot complain. There's a lot of mowing going on, which is a nice thing. It means they're taking good care of this park, and I'm sure the town is really proud of it. There's a nice little overlook. A nice little put in for your kayak or your paddleboard. I guess I took a wrong turn. I think I'm supposed to be down there. All Trails only has one route showing, but there's trail over on the other side there, and I just came up what looked like at one time was a dirt road, so I got to double back, unfortunately. All Trails lists the route that I'm trying to do as the park loop. There's this Explorer Trail, which I think goes around that side of the pond, and then over on the other side there's a land spit, I guess, that goes around the other side of the pond or the quarry and eventually gets back to the parking area. So I'm gonna find my way back to the turnoff here, get a few bonus steps in, and hopefully get back on track. I guess I'm on either the Island Pond Trail or the Dragonfly Trail. I'm not sure, but I am back by GPS, at least on All Trails, on the trail that I had picked. So we'll keep going. And it is hot out here. Forrest is panting like crazy. I'm getting pretty warm too, and thankfully I brought water, so we're going to stop up here at this little overlook that I showed you a second ago when we get back on the right place and have a water break. I don't know quite how I did it, but somehow I missed that overlook. The path that I was on didn't go by it, which is weird. But I am on a land spit, kind of a land bridge between the two portions of the quarry. And it is, like I said, hot out here. Definitely more of like a walking trail versus a hiking trail, but good exercise nonetheless. And we're gonna find a shady spot somewhere up here with that water break that we need. Is that yummy? You're a little hot dog, aren't you? Yeah, we have to head down a trail that goes that way, but it's all in the sun, and the last bench we saw was also in the sun, so we're gonna sit here in the shade and cool off a little bit, right, bud? Yeah. He does not really like his, he tries to get out of his gentle leader, but he pulls so much that he needs it. Want some more water, bud? That is a turtle. This is what smells so good. I need to brush up on my plants, but I do think that this is, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is Carolina jessamine. I'm a bit rusty, but look at all that, and it smells so good. We are enjoying our walk this morning, and I would definitely say this is more of a walk than a hike, but that's okay. It's it's fun exploring. And also the sun above me, let's see. Up, where is it? The sun is hot, and we got here just a little after 10 in the morning, so I would kind of recommend, if you get overheated easily, number one, to wear a hat maybe and bring lots of water. But also you might want to do this trail in the early morning or the evening time, because I'm sure it's very pretty at those hours with nice cool breeze. And there are a lot of breezes right now, but it's just hot because it's so exposed. Just gorgeous little walking trail, but come prepared. I just saw this little bottle here and it made me think of a message in a bottle because it's kind of weathered, and I look up and I see there's a boat through there. Don't know when that one got marooned. I don't think there's any sailing on these lakes now. Actually, I just checked the map, and that is the reservoir, the quarry over there on my right hand side, and the left hand side is the Neuse River. So it is conceivable that boat could have floated down the river until it gave up the ghost. Could have been lost in a storm. That happens. We are on one of the final legs of this little loop, and there's definitely more shade here, which is nice because Forrest in his black coat has been pretty hot, poor guy. We've been taking lots of water breaks to keep him cool. The view of the river is really pretty. I think there's a boat coming my way. We are now at Goose Creek State Park. We came from New Bern, and we're staying the night here in the primitive campground, and this is just absolutely beautiful. Kind of wish I had more than one night. The drive into the primitive area, where there's just 14 campsites, is through a long drive that takes you right through a forest of longleaf pine that they are working on reestablishing here, or recultivating. And my van, oops, Forrest wants to check out the beach. Let me show you the van. It's right over there. That's our spot right on the end. And I did go ahead and set up my tent because these are tent sites officially. So I've got my tent all set up. There's a bathhouse over there, but no shower, unfortunately. I was kind of bummed when I went in and found out there wasn't a shower, because I thought that I read that there was one, but it must only be the RV campsite, and I'm kind of stinky, so I'm gonna have to take a good bird bath tonight, I think. Okay, don't get yourself all wet and dirty. This is a great place for bird watching, and it is so quiet and peaceful. Unfortunately though, not long after we got set up, I noticed a bunch of ticks. There were some on Forrest, some on his water bowl, so I sprayed him down real good. And he gets tick meds, but you know, the oral stuff that I guess kills them if they bite him, but I don't want them crawling all over him either. So I've got this spray that I can spray him and spray his bed and other things to keep them away, which is good. But ick, I don't like ticks, and try to keep them away as much as possible. And this is actually the first time on this trip that I've seen any, so I guess that's a good thing. But I'm going to be vigilant and make sure that I check him over real well and check myself over real well before we get back in the van for the night. It was sprinkling just a few minutes ago when I was washing dishes over there at the picnic table. Came inside to put them away and looked out, and look at that, we've got a sunset in the works.